YouTube was at it. It's your boy Frank Nita. We back live with another video. Checking in, tapping in. Hope everybody out there being safe and everything above. You hear me? So, just stemming off of the previous video I just dropped. I see got a whole lot of, I guess, views and opinions on what's going on, what happened, this, that, and the third. First and foremost, let me go ahead and put this out there. I got a couple calls after dropping that video. Y'all over there, hey bro, you saw a Frank drop, This the thing though. Some people that was at the previous company that I was with, somebody had the nerve to say something in the comment section when I first dropped the video about that company being laid back and all of that. Once again, I probably met almost every dude at that company. Once again, nobody never admitted to saying that they said it. One of the main reasons I left that company, it's like a yes or master type of situation. These dudes been over there leasing trucks 6+ years, 5+ years to pay one truck off, to pay out one truck. That's not something I was willing to go for. I really just went over there just to peep the experience. I already knew I wasn't about to pay for no truck for no 6 years, 5 years, whatever like that. They used to have this guy there, by the name of Jack. I asked for a load. All right, cool. It made sense. And all of a sudden, dude gone. Some of the freight that I've always asked for, oh, we ain't got it. I can't see you though. I ain't got no load coming out of there. I ain't got no this. Bro, if you ain't got no loads, period, or you trying to save it for somebody else, I make my exit. So basically the company dedicate the good routes or whatever like that to their senior drivers. My thing is this, I'm not saying don't take care of your senior drivers, but take care of the new drivers that's coming in. Cause on the back end, you got a lot of these drivers that's been driving, oh, after I come out of surgery, I'm not coming back. Oh yeah, give me a couple months and I'm going to pull containers. And you know, some of the older drivers, they trying to make their exit. So you're going to dedicate everything to the older drivers, and then as soon as the new drivers come in, it's like, give them what's left over. You know what I'm saying? And I did receive a message like, hey Frank, I try to keep you all the Northeast and you running for this, that, and the third, as if they was doing me a favor. I never had a problem with running them type of runs. The thing what I had a problem with is the amount of money I was making off of the runs. You get a load going up to Illinois. I took a load out to Oklahoma, paid real good, decent. Turn around, get a load coming out of Arkansas, deadhead 4 hours to Arkansas. Pick that load up, going 700 miles for $910. I started asking drivers around. I started asking drivers around me like, hey, bro, I ain't trying to be your pockets or nothing. Bro, how much they paying you for this? Me and a dude from CRST was going to the same place. Oh, yeah, they give me $2,700 on this. So how am I getting $900 off this load? Oh, that's all they had in the area. No, it's not. That's probably all they had, but the rate was a whole lot better. It's just the way they just take the money off the top. So with 2 customers and you sitting there telling me, hey, I ain't got it. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. If my final load I picked up in Charleston, took it all to Rome, Georgia. And I'm telling you, hey, it don't make no sense for me to go down there to Preston to pick a load up. I'm passing Swainsboro, period. You can send me over to Eatonton, a lumber load, $525 plus $140 line haul with a $40 tarp, $35 tarp. It was just too cheap for the type of trucks that they running. Freightliner Coronados, 12.7s, 10-speed, 13-speed, whatever like that. Freight was just too cheap, so I wasn't willing to keep taking it. You know what I'm saying? I understood everything when I went. I'm not gonna say I understood the lease when I went in, because initially I thought it was a company. Like, you could be company or you could be lease. That's what I thought initially. The way these yesser boys amp this up and you start asking questions. Hey, bro, can you make money? Can you do this? Can you do that? Oh, yeah, you can do this. All right, cool. You go over there and you realize that they don't want over there sucking mouses, you know. They doing whatever they can. I'm not one of them ones. My thing is, I come to work. I'm not out here to play. So, we going to keep that what it is. Completely trying to give up on trucking. It's been difficult. I'm not even gonna hold you. Just me thinking about it, it's like, bro, that's your passion. That's what you love to do. All right, cool. Keep putting the FLD together. Like I say, I keep coming to y'all with this, like, hey, FLD almost done. I'm showing you this, showing you. I can only do so much when I'm home. But I end up receiving this call. Cool, bro, check this out. We can do this. Come over here. We're gonna lock you in. You can even bring a truck over here if you would like to. Just come experience it, see how it is. Get you some content in, this, that, and the third. Major flatbed company. We take care of drivers, whatever you need, blah, blah, blah. So I end up calling around, talk to a couple of my homies. Yeah, bro, they do pretty decent. It's just, you got to give them a chance. All right, cool. I'm going to go based off my own experience. Initially, I was like, okay, I could bounce back over there to Landstar, whatever like that. I ain't gonna hold you. Don't want the overhead. So with me going back to Landstar, I'm not doing it. Plenty of times before, I already done made the, I already done told y'all, like, bro, I did on operating 1, 2, I did on operating 2 times. And I'm not one of them dudes that say, hey, bro, I didn't, no, it was sweet. It was this, it was, no, I'm not gonna hold you. Completely failed. Like, you go out to be an operator, and the next thing you know, it's like, okay, yeah, I think I can make it out $2,000. And then you don't really too much. Let's just say my second year of driving, I was over there with Dart. Bought my truck out with Dart. I think the lease was a 2-year lease. I had $15,000 left on the truck. Bought the truck, ran the truck 6 months, truck blew up. Nobody really taught me about no maintenance. They were just, hey, bro, you gonna get the bread, run it up, stack this, do this with your personal. I really didn't know nothing about no business. I didn't know nothing. I ain't gonna hold you. I started driving when I was 21. Didn't know nothing about none of that. So, all right, cool. Failed that time. Let's just jump back into a company. Went company, ran, ended up running to US Express. Lease a truck with them. Then I'm starting to understand what a lease purchase is. Then I get with USA Truck, lease a truck through TIL. Then I start understanding the maintenance escrow on how these companies are F you over. We're having all that money in the maintenance and then giving them $14,000 to move the truck over to Landstar. Truck breakdown, they want me to pay them. They want me to pay out the tow bill, but I got over $17,000 sitting in the maintenance account. And the next thing you know, bro, we terminated your lease. I failed again. Turn around, cool. Not even a month later, I went and bought a T680, transmission issues, got the transmission fixed, really started to just get tired of it. Took the truck down there to Kenworth and McDonough. They end up giving me $50,000 for the same truck. I paid $50,000 for the truck. So I end up breaking even. Cool. Now I'm trying this flatbed stuff. Come to flatbed. Flatbed is a whole lot more money. You can do this over here. You can do that. You can make this type move. All right, bet. We're going to slide back that way. I end up coming over here. Bro. The revenue is not the same. I was thinking it was going to be an increase. Now I'm hearing like, no, bro, you got to go heavy haul. Well, trying to go heavy haul is completely different and a little difficult because a lot of these people, they want you to have experience already, especially out of the area that I come out of. And right now, yeah, like in Georgia, it ain't really too much of Chinese or something like that. So, all right, cool. I decided to pick this company because they close by the crib. You can pick your routes. You can pick your lanes you want to be in. Company driving, home throughout the week, home on the weekend. I can rock with it. If I decide that I like this company that much, go get a truck and I'm able to bring the truck over here. I am going to give on operating one more shot. Because I'm kind of, we're going through orientation and stuff like that, I do feel like you can be successful over here. It's a lot of successful dudes over here. A lot of them that I'm talked to. I end up going through the orientation or whatever. And those, bro, I just seen your video, bro. I just seen it. And I don't know how fast some of these people knew I was here already. But it just sitting in orientation and dudes just walking in class. Like, bro, you gonna love it. You gonna love it. Like, you need to tap in with this person. Tap in with this guy. Tap in, do this, do this. So, we gonna try to make it work while I'm at right now. I'm pretty much digging it. You probably peeped the hotel or whatever like that. We're gonna be getting out of orientation here tomorrow. Grab the truck, probably pick up a load, drive it, pick up something else, go out there to the house and make that work like that. But after this, I'm like, hey, bro, if this right here don't work out, I'm completely done. With all honesty, finally was able to receive certification for the HVAC. In the process right now, I'm trying to get the certification for electrician, and then I'm gonna probably try, crane operating or something like that, and so on and so forth. Just trying to pick up as much things as possible to put up under my belt, so that this ain't the only certification that I have. It'll be other stuff outside of trucking. So I'm really just trying to get to the point where it's like, hey, if all else fail, I could build a house from the ground up. That's just how I feel. That's just the route that something I always want to do, build a career from the ground up. I need to go every step with that. Also understanding contracting, you know what I'm saying? So it's more than just sitting at a steering wheel driving all day, every day. Bro, advance yourself outside of this trucking. I've always said that, even when it comes down to investing, invest everything outside of trucking. Everything don't have to jump into no truck. I even seen some comments where people like, hey man, trucking not for everybody. The thing is this, trucking is for who has the potential for trucking. But the thing is, when you're getting drained by the rules, the regulations, the companies effing you over, you get with a company such as the one I was with, and you pull up and they unload their trucks and everybody else before they unload you. You don't have no priority. You doing this, and some people that sit back and be like, hey bro, it just sound like you complaining. No, bro, you sound like you could have finished my sentence, but bro, some things is, I've been out here 11 years. I'm tired of dealing with certain stuff. Some of this stuff when I first came out, it wasn't like this. So I think when you start to see the change, it's like, bro, this is becoming pointless. This is for some of this is just for do boys. If you new to the trucking industry, this is for you. Even when we get down to the point like, oh yeah, $2,000, cool. Bro, we was doing that back in 2015, 2014. Everything done went up. And the crazy thing right now is they quick to give you an auto loan, a mortgage loan. They ain't gonna give you no business loan because don't nobody believe in your ass. You can have this 700 credit score, you can have this, but you got to have money on top of everything. And one thing I'm not willing to do is take my money and invest it into this industry right now. When company doors eating, and the thing is this, if I can come over here and I can say, all right, cool, I'm getting through the house every week and I'm off on the weekends, take it home 17, 18. I'm going to set up a W-2, but also set up a 1099 form so that my business is paying me. All right, bet. Rock it out like that. Versus being with a company I was just with, and you might get lucky. If I can make the same thing as a company driver, I'm not going to go lease nothing. I'd rather use their money, and invest back into myself. This is how I'd rather do it. So, with that being said, this is how we about to rock it out. We still doing the FLD. I just had to, I found out some shicey stuff behind the mechanic that I had. So, I had to drop the mechanic that I had and pick up the guy who actually owns the shop at that place. Pick him up, have him do some of the work since I'm not there. The FLD is still coming along. We still gonna make that happen. Still gonna rock out some of this. We're gonna shift it, make that work. Over here, I do not think they will allow my truck because it is a 1990. So that right there, I just be custom truck, build it up, make content on it, and rock out any way we need to. Hook up to a trailer. I don't know how they do it over here, but they might have an adapter or something like that I could put in that truck, or possibly even make content later on in the future. If it do get better, I go get my own numbers, or I go lease on. Nah, fuck. Excuse my French. Later on in the future, if it get down to that point, I go get my own numbers. But until I feel comfortable, I'm not doing it. Not doing it. So really right now, I need stability in this LLC. And that's what I'm aiming for. And hopefully that these people over here, they can do that. So as long as I got stability in this LLC, I'll be all right. Because everything else outside of it, the other LLC shouldn't be making more than this one. And I'm the one that's actually, I just don't understand what trucking went. But I might be in the wrong area too. So once again, I appreciate y'all for checking your boy out. Got to lay it down because we got to get these trucks and we got to finesse this and do that. Check in, drop that, all this extra, figure this whole situation out. And catch up with y'all on the next one. Yeah.